that Ageless Grace is based on the science of neuroplasticity, but also the science of play. And I don't know if you're aware of the fact that there is a science of play. And it's very, very important to our development as humans and also other animals. You know, other animals play, and that's part of development. So we're going to get back to that. And, you know, it may take a little bit of doing differently and not being quite so circumspect. It's not a lecture. So you're going to, and that's why I'm live now, because I want to be sure that you're not just sitting there watching me act like a fool. I love company doing this. And I also want to mention to you that, and I'll put it on the follow-up as well, mention to you that Ageless Grace Brain Health on Facebook. Every single day, the creator of Ageless Grace has a free 15 or 20-minute mini class. So she's offering that just for free, so you'll have an opportunity. And then it's recorded so you can go back. But it's Ageless Grace Brain Health on Facebook. And so you're all welcome to take advantage of that and have another session every day, Monday through Friday. And you can go on live and be part of it. There's no screen that they see you, because this is all over the world. So, but it's also recorded. So, you know, tomorrow there's not an Ageless Grace class, but you can pick up one of those classes that she's got listed on Ageless Grace Brain Health. And also Valerie is, has a survey that she would like to get some information on, not just who has been on different calls. And so it's everybody. It's not just Ageless Grace, but all of us instructors who are offering classes will have a survey. So please do take the survey. It lets the people in charge know that we're really doing a lot at Central DeKalb Senior Center, that our staff and our instructors are offering a lot to our community. This doesn't happen everywhere. So thank you for joining me today. Let's see, who else? I don't see everybody on, but then let me see, there we are. So if I don't see your face, be sure, and if you're muted, okay. All right, let me see a smile first. Patty, oh, and Susan's getting to be a pro at this. Okay. Did we get Sterling back on? Ay, ay, ay. There, Sterling, are you here? He's muted. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is now you're not? Now you are?
Hello.
Talking to.
Okay, Sterling, if you're in touch with any of our, I'm just going to say this to Sterling. He's pretending to be Nancy today. So Sterling, if you see or keep in touch with any of the boot camp folks, tell them I said hello. Maybe we'll have just a boot camp chat. No planks, no push-ups, none of that stuff. Just visit, because I miss y'all. Okay, let's see. Oh, look. Oh, hey. All right. So I'm going to start the music. I'm going to change chairs and set up my screen. But if you will mute yourself, because I do want you to make sound. But when you make sound, it goes haywire. I mean, even the least little bit of sound. So if you will mute yourself. And then when we come back together and I do this, then we'll unmute. Okay? Everybody with me?
Yep.
Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. All right. because if anything weird happens, Valerie has to bail me out. All right, here we go. Let's see. I am going to go to my chair. And today, I'm going to use my flashcards. And we are going to take a trip. We're going to go down Route 66. This is a playlist, by the way, that the folks at Central DeKalb put together a couple of 3 years ago. I asked them to help me with some music to Route 66 as we were traveling across the United States. And so I'm just going to pick a card which has one of the 21 tools on it, and we'll just go with it. So it doesn't necessarily match the music. I don't know. The music is going to be fun. So here we go. Let me get myself here. All right. So I'm going to pick a card, and this one is called Spelling Bee. So the B stands for body, and we're going to spell with body parts. And let's see, get my music on. And you can do 10 minutes every day on your own. All you have to do is have a little music and of any kind, a chair, and a list of tools that's on the website, on the Central DeKalb website. All right, let's go down Route 66. All right, here we go. Spelling bee. Let's spell Route 66 with a hand in cursive. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. And a 6 and a 6. Again. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. 66. Other hand. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. 66. One more time. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. 66. All right, let's just do 66 with our belly button. 66. Belly button. 66. Stay in your chair now. 66. Let's do it backwards. 66. How about with your nose? Route 66. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. 66. One more time. R-O-U-T-E. Cross the T. 66. With both feet. 66. Lean back. 66. 66. Oh man, that got a little core work, but you're staying in your chair the whole time. Lean back when you lift both feet. All right, let me see if I need to change this just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, this is a nice song. It's Moonlight in Vermont. We're traveling across the United States. Oh, and our next tool, dive in. All right, so let's go on a canoe trip in Vermont. So get in our canoe, get our paddles. All right, so here we go. Paddling along. This is all about things we do in the water. So imagine you're canoeing on a beautiful moonlit night. And you gotta use a little strength because you gotta move through the water. You're not just splashing down. You're really moving through the water. Ah. And oh, it's so warm and beautiful in the moonlight. Let's put our oars down and dive in and go for a swim. So dive in. And dive in. And dive. Now this time we're going to swim over to that little island. Come back to our little canoe later. So splash your feet. Yep, and swim. Moving through the water. And then moving through the water. Let's go back over to our canoe. And get back in the canoe. Don't tip it over. All right. Okay, get that paddle back. Here we go. Pushing the water. Beautiful night. You see the ripples on the water?
Telegraph cables.
Moving slowly, hardly making a ripple.
Make every bend in the road.
And then just put your paddle down. And let's lean over with a little balance and run our hand in the water. Oh, it's so warm. And then over to the other side of the canoe. Splashing that water around. Now get your oars. We're going back to the shore. Oh. You can sing along. Moonlight in the morning. Oh, and back to the shore. Put your paddle down on the bank and push up a little bit. Let's get out of our canoe. And then one foot in front of the other, reach that down and pull the canoe back onto the bank. Oh, all right, that was a little moonlight in Vermont for dive in, which is upper body strength. The next one is spaghetti spine. And that's just moving your entire spine. Oh, this is good. We're going to Georgia now with Ray Charles. So let's start with the head and neck. And just let your backbone relax. Go sit flat on the floor. That music. Ray Charles, Georgia on your mind. Georgia's not exactly on Route 66, but we'll pretend, because that's what we're doing. You know, your brain doesn't know the difference when you pretend to do something with your body. It lights up the same way. Let's move our middle body. Oh, our heart. Oh, yeah. Like your shoulders and your elbows. Just let everything be soft and gentle. Easy movement. Spaghetti. Cooked spaghetti. Or like, you know, a water creature. Any direction. All directions. our lower spine, our hips, and you can hold on to your chair and move your hips all around your lumbar spine. Rolling around. And then all three. Head, neck, chest, hips. And you can use your arms and legs to help move those parts. Looking up and around. Now remember, you're safely in a chair. Feet flat on the floor. And if you lean forward, be sure you have a stable, wide base or one foot in front of the other. Or you can change sides. 360 degrees. Oh, that is such a great workout for your core and your central nervous system. Oh, yeah. Sing it, Ray. It's Georgia on my mind. You can sing along. Georgia on my mind. Oh, yeah. Georgia on my mind. Ah. Take a bow, everybody. That was lovely. Woo! So that was spaghetti spine, activating our central nervous system.
It's guest time on American Bandstand.
Uh-oh, American Bandstand. Rockin' Rockettes.
July, ladies and gentlemen, a song called Memphis, a man
That's
named Johnny Rivers.
hip joint. Oh. All right, here we go. Hip joint, hip flexors. Yep. Johnny Rivers. Chuck Berry played this too. We found a party, try to get in touch with. Remember American Bandstand? Number. To call. You know, the Rockettes do a lot of high kicking. Let's kick over here. Yep. Lean back. Kick a little higher. Yeah. Just a half a mile from Mississippi. How about a cross? Hip. Lift that knee up. Hip. Let's do a double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Woo! Double. Stay with me now. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single. That's it. Over here, hip joint. How about this way? Hip flexors, part of our mobility. Our psoas muscles. And here we go. Dance it out. Knees and feet go out together. Woo! Feeling that in your thighs a little bit? Any arms? Oh, how about one of those? And one of those. And a knee sweep. And you can hold on. You can hold on to your leg. All right. Way to go. Hey, that's it, Clark. Come over and sit down. All right. Let's see. Woo! That was Rockin' Rockettes. And that's for the hip flexor, that hip joint. Uh-oh, this one is, body math, M-A-T-H. So we're going to use numbers and count. And just because we can, we're going to start counting to 8 to try to stay with the beat if you can hear it okay. This song is Sweet Home Alabama. We're going to start off with 8 slow on one side and then 8 on the other side. So this song gets pretty fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clap on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, you can do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's slow it down and go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms in the air on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right. Way to go. Woo. Oh my goodness. I'm out of breath. Whew, just from saying it. But that's for your brain and body, and it's about the ability to respond, react, and recover. The 3 R's of Ageless Grace. Let's finish that one up counting backwards. Opposite hand and foot. Count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Woo. Okay. That was body math, M-A-T-H. That's the numbers in there. But you can, it's an 8-beat count. So Motown music works great for that. All right, we're traveling across the United States. That was Alabama. We're making some detours on Route 66. But now, the tool that I picked is breathe out loud. And we can do breathing exercises like you might do in yoga, but we're going to use the music to Oklahoma. Since we're traveling, we're going to Oklahoma. And I don't know the words, but I know the chorus. So sing along with me. Use your voice. Here we go. Da 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 da. Da da da. Remember Jordan McRae?
Plenty of room to swing a rope.
Swing a rope. Here we go. This is the part. Da, 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 da.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving beat, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch the hawk making legs in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is right. And when we say, we're only saying, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Comes rolling down the plain. Oklahoma, sure smells sweet. Here we go. And we say, with my honey lamb and I, let us hear the hawk lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land. Land we belong to. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. We say, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. H-O-L-M. Oklahoma, 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 and we say, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Oklahoma. Yay, Oklahoma. Yay! All right. And my neighbors are wondering what's going on over here. Breathe out loud. You should be a little bit winded from Oklahoma. All right. I think this is going to be probably our last one. And let me just say, this one is all the way across the United States. We are now in California with the mamas and the papas and California Dreamin'. So we're going to do the tool called Tai Chi. That's the one I picked. Tai Chi. That's kind of slow, like Tai Chi, but it's not being perfectly still. But see how slowly you can go, because our trip is coming to an end and we don't want it to be over with, so we're just going to slow it down a little bit. Here we go. And slow. Very slow. Like your fingers lifting up your knees. California Dreamin'. Ah. took a really wild route to get to California. Nice and slow. See how slow you can go. Slow motion video. Ah. And leaning back in your chair, very slow. Lift. Straight leg. Lift. Forward. Push down. Ah. And then across. And look around. California dreaming. Let's do a little dreaming. A little dreaming. Oh, dreaming in California, Route 66. All right. Woo. So we made it back across the United States, and I'm going to come right back to my chair. And I can see you a little bit from across the room. Unmute if you haven't already. Unmute. 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 Unmute yourself. Join the fun. If you're still muted, we'll talk about you. Just kidding. All right, so let's see. Anybody else? Okay, hi. Everybody's back from the trip. Yeah.
That was a great trip.
There was.
I loved all that music, by the way. And I used flashcards, so I had no idea what was coming up.
It was great.
It was. But, I just picked music. So what you can do at home is, of course, you can look through the archives and do a class like this one. It'll be a little bit longer, but all you really need to do is 10 minutes a day to sustain that brain activity, those neural pathways. If you just do something once a week, it does not do the same thing. It's great, 3 times a week would be the minimum, but every day just for 10 minutes, like brushing your teeth. And, you comb everybody's brushing their teeth and washing their face these days, right? Yeah, even though we're at home and nobody sees us necessarily. Keep doing those things. Do have a schedule. And, but make Ageless Grace 21 tools, just 3 tools a day. Most songs, like these songs that are played on the radio, most of them are about 2 or 3 minutes and a half long for radio play. Motown is great music, or any music that you like. Just put it on and move to the music. And you're seated now, but be sure you move your lower body as well as your upper body, because those lower body muscles are the larger muscles, and they're needed to produce new brain cells. So Ageless Grace has a website. You can go on there. I just did a recertification on Monday on Zoom, and there was one person from New Jersey. One of the teachers was from New York, upstate New York. One was from Colorado. One was from down the street from me, Karen Zarin, and another one from Atlanta, and one from Australia. Yeah, and these are people that I would never see otherwise. I mean, she got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do that. Right? She was going back to bed because hours long. Somebody said when we started to leave, it looks like the sun is coming up behind you. Like, yeah, it was. So, it's not always easy to do this, what we do on Zoom, but we're learning. Look how many of us are able to do this now. And I will say it does give us a chance to see people that we might not see otherwise. And you can go into the archives for any of the classes, not just mine, but all of them, that's on that, the link that Victoria took. Click on the blue link and review any of the lectures or any of the classes that are offered. So you've always got something to do, never a dull moment, I'll tell you that. So I want to thank you all. Anybody have any questions or anything you want to ask before we go, or anything you want to, if you see somebody over in one of the little tiles or little cubes on our Hollywood squares that you haven't seen in a while and you want to say hello, feel free.
Hi, everyone. It's
Hey,
Marian.
Hey, Marion.
How you doing?
Oh, hi, Miriam.
Marion.
Hey, hi.
Y'all be sure and check out Marion Coffee Chat in the mornings, because she's always good going there.
Please do.
All right, one thing I do want to leave with you, and sometimes I have a reading, but this morning before I got out of bed, something came to me, and it just was the words, the power of the human spirit. And it woke me up, the power of the human spirit. And I was lying there thinking in bed, really, it was about 6:30. The power of the human spirit. We are strong and resilient and flexible. And this really does show us who we are and how much we can be. So I want you to keep that phrase in your mind and in your heart until next week, the power of the human spirit. You all are amazing. And if you want to join me tomorrow in Strength and Balance, I'd love to have you there. That's a little bit different, but thank you for being here, and I hope I see you next week.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to end this meeting. I'm going to stop recording. Oh, we could, if we read hands, wouldn't that, a home reading? Maybe we better try that. All right, here we go. I'm not recording anymore. Over and out, everybody. Be safe, be healthy.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you all.